everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave, and today we're continuing our playthrough of Centrifugal Offensive, Japanese campaign in the Pacific, 1941 to 42. And we're going into May. Now, a couple things happen here in May. Because we're in the victory fever, it's the extended version, the next two turns. Two things happen. The reserve units that were marked 1942B, they now become available. So we now put all of these, they now become part of my reinforcements, and the US or the Allies also have some that go into the reinforcement cup. Okay, so we got that little bit done. So the first thing we need to do is pick up the pieces I drop and pull our Japanese random event. All right, and it is Operation C. Okay, so we'll put this up here and we'll see what Operation C is. Operation C keep. When played, make one additional G3 naval operation. All right, discard after playing. Okay, so I get to do one extra Navy operation. So that's good. Okay, next thing we do is action points. I get one over here. So I'm going to get one action point for May. I get one action point for having truck, and I get one action point for victory fever, so I have 3 action points now to use. Okay, I got a couple things going on. We got these guys are tied up here. So we're going to have a combat here. What I would like to do is beef this up because I'm afraid these guys from Burma Road are going to come down. I do not want to lose that land point. So I'm going to actually use a action point. And we're going to move our land forces up here. I want that engineer to go. And I'm going to leave... Oh, the Siam, they can't move. Okay, so they stay there. So they stay there in Siam. So I have these 2 units, and I can do a combined arms attack, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to bring in 1 bomber group also to attack. All right, so we have that one. So that's my first action, and so we're going to do that. And so I have to roll. And I got to check to see if I have any elite forces, and I don't, and neither do they. So we roll 4. Tactical edge. Red dice for the Japanese. 3 and a 3, so we roll again. Oh, that one didn't count. Oh, 4 and a 5. So the Allies get the tactical advantage. So they get to attack first. Okay, so they are a 1. So they're going to attack first. Okay, we're going to roll. He needs a 1 to hit. He got a 6. Okay. Actually, that should have been anti-air. So really, I got out of... So they don't have anti-air, no anti-surface, no anti-submarine, so anti-ground. Okay, so I have my bombers attacking. He needs a 1 to 4 to hit. 3. All right, that eliminated that ground unit. Goes into the refit area, and I maintain control, and this bomber is going to come back over here. All right. Okay, that's 1 action point. I think what I want to do now is I'm going to spend an action point down here where these battleships are, and I'm going to move this submarine force to here. And they're going to attack. Okay, so again, check, make sure you don't have any elites there. Nope. So we got to roll. Man, I'm hoping I get the advantage here because I may lose my submarine, but I want to get a strike at a battleship. Okay, here we go. We're going to roll for the tactical advantage. 4 to the Japanese, 3 to the Allies. So I get the advantage on that one. Okay, so we do anti-surface, naval, then anti-submarine. Okay, so I'm doing anti-surface. My submarine's a 3, so he needs a 1 to 3 to hit. And he gets, oh, a 6. Okay, they have a 1, a 2, and a 2 for anti-submarine. So we'll do the 1 first. He needs a 1. Nope. We'll roll 2 dice. They have to have a 1 or 2 to hit. 4, oh, a 2. He hits me. So I lost my submarine force. Okay. Well, to me it was worth it to try to get those battleships. Okay, I have 1 action point left, and I think I would like to do yeah, I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I could do an air assault on Burma Road and see if I could hit those guys and just bomb them, try to do some damage. But I think what I want to do is reinforcements. So I'm going to spend my last point, and we're going to see if we get some reinforcements here. I know I'll get at least 1, but we'll see what it's going to be. Didn't do any refitting, just hoping for some reinforcements. Okay, so we have to roll a die. And let's see how many we get. Oh, 3's not bad. It's average. So we're going to get 3. Okay, so we're going to, here we go. Shaking them up. And the first one is infantry. Okay. Second one is Marines. And third one is infantry. Okay. So that takes care of those guys. And we're going to do, let's see, I can deploy them. I think I'll deploy both these infantries. They're in Rangoon, and I have a Marine force that I think I'll put back here for transport. Could put them at truck, but no, I'll leave them back here for transport. Okay, and I'm going to save that naval operation for the next turn. I'm not ready to use that yet, so I'm going to hang on to that. Okay, there's no victory fever check to do. There was no victory points. So Naval Returns. So these 3 guys down here that were down here. Gotta get my camera way over here. The 2 battleships and the cruiser, they all go back into the Allied Fleet Reserve. Now they roll for reinforcement. So they get 2 dice for reinforcement for the Allies. This is where it gets nasty. Oh, I still got a couple of counters left in there. All right, here we go. 2 dice. They get 8 reinforcements. 2, 4, 6. Oh, it's almost all of them. So I'll tell you what, to speed this up, I'm going to draw 1 out, and that's the one that they don't get. And it is the British aircraft. The rest of this, there should be 8 in there. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. So they have one reinforcement left up there. Okay, so he has a ship. It's an escort carrier. He has a destroyer. He has a light cruiser and another destroyer. And that's it. Then he's got some U.S. infantry, a British infantry, and a U.S. aircraft. Okay, so we're going to roll now to see where they're going to go. Start with the British infantry. We roll a 2, and they go to India. Okay, so we'll put them over here in India. All right, now we have U.S. infantry, and they get a 2. And they go to the New Hebrides. So they're down here. All right. And then he gets another infantry. And that's a 2. He goes to the New Hebrides also. Okay. And now they have a bomber. And it's a 5, and that goes to Pearl Harbor. All right, so that's where they're at. So that's their reinforcements. Now we do events. And they get 3 events. This is where it gets nasty for the Japanese, because now the Americans are starting to take some action. So the first one's going to be the Doolittle Raid. Okay, we'll have to check what that is. The next one will be Allied Air versus Naval Offensive. Okay, and the third one is Allied Naval Raid. Okay. That's a couple new ones. All right, so let's check the Doolittle Raid, see what happens here. For the Doolittle, roll 1 die, add or subtract Japanese victory points according to the result as follows. A 1, add a victory point. 2 or 3, subtract a victory point. 4 or 5, subtract 2. A 6, subtract 3. Yuck, I need a 1. Here we go. It is a 3, and a 3 is subtract 1 victory point. So on my victory points, I go from 11 down to 10. And that's the end of the Doolittle Raid. That goes over here now. The next one is Allied Air versus Naval Offensive. All right. Allied Air versus Naval Offensive. For each space that contains Allied air units, fly all air units to the nearest space on the same axis containing Japanese naval units. The space must be within range. All right. Well, let's start up here at Pearl Harbor. And this one would have been there. He's a 3. The 1 doesn't go. He doesn't have the range. He's a 4. And he's a 2. So they're going to have some action at Midway. Okay, down here, he's a 1 for his range. These guys are 2s. 1, 2. So nobody's there that they can get to down here at Rabaul. Okay. Java. What's he got? Infantry, infantry. And that's it. Okay. Up here, they're looking for naval targets, so we know that they won't get any naval targets. Here, again, we had naval. He's got air range is 1. So he can go. He can attack these guys here. 1, 2, 3. Has he got anybody? Nope. And no. Okay, that's it. So it's pretty light. I think we'll just start this time right here. So they sent these fighters over here. And so the first thing we do is anti-air. I don't have any aircraft there, but I have air defense with my ships. out here. So we'll start with 2, 2, and 1. They get to roll first. So I need a 1 to hit. Nope. Now we roll 2 dice. I need a 1 or 2 to hit. Hey, there's the 1. Okay, we shot him down. So he's not going to bother us anymore. Okay, put them in the refit. Now we come over here to midway. And we're going to have some action here. Because we're going to have these aircraft. Put my battle marker over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 aircraft. And my task force, my submarine doesn't have any anti-air. My land units, they all have a 1. I'll just leave them sitting over here right now. I'm at midway, sorry about that. They all have 1, but my task force A and B, they're both there. So instead of me moving them down to this Japanese battle display, I know they're all right there, so I can fire against them. Okay. So that's what we start with, is anti-air. So I have Task Force A anti-air. He's a 1, he's a 2, a 2, a 1, a 5, and a 4. So let's roll the 1 first. He needs a 1 to hit. Oh, a 2. Okay. I have a 2 and a 2, so 2 dice. And he needs a 1 or 2 to hit. 3 and a 5. Shoot. Okay. Now I got a 4. So he needs a 1 to 4. 6. Man, I need a 1 to 5. 4. Finally, I hit one of them. So we'll take out, let's see, these guys will be going after my shipping probably. He's good for subs. I'll take out this, my fighter's got this seaplane. We'll take him out. Okay. Well, he goes into the refit box. All right, now my other task force has a 1, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Okay, so we got 2 that need a 1 to hit, so only a 1 helps. 3 and a 4. Okay. Now I need a 1 to 2 to hit. Ha! A 1. Okay. They'll take out the P-38. Okay, then we have that was my 2. I have a 3. He needs a 1 to 3 to hit. Nope, and I have a 4. 1 to 4 to hit. No! Okay. So his other 2 bombers got through. So we do anti-surface naval, bottom right. So now they're attacking, but they both need a 1 to hit. Okay. Oh, they got a 1. 1 hit. Okay, so I got to look on here on my sheet over here, and it tells me air units firing. They would go after a CV, a carrier. I have a CVL. I have 2 CVs in Task Force A, so they would take that. So I'm going to roll to see which one they get, the Shokaku or the Kaga. All right, and they get a 1, 2, 3 is for the Shokaku. Here we go. 2, that's who they hit. So the Shokaku gets hit. He goes into the refit, and I lose 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. That dropped me to 7 on that. Okay. So I need to refit him, hopefully, and get him back and get my points back. All right. So that was the air to surface. We don't have any anti-submarine. And oh, I did have air to ground. I should have fired over here. I had 3 guys that could fire with a 1 over here on anti-air. So I'm going to roll them. I need a 1. Nope, 5.66. So it didn't matter that I screwed that up and missed it. Okay, that battle's over. And those 2 airplanes go back to Pearl Harbor. Well, that was costly. He hit me at midway. Okay, that's the end of that one. Now we do Allied Naval Raid. Okay, Naval Raid. Roll 1 die and randomly pick that number of naval units from the Fleet Reserve. Check the Naval Random Event Deployment Table for the raid line and roll 1 die to determine that space, and we place them all there. Alrighty. So I only have 1 reinforcement. It's easier to draw out of the big cup. So I got them all in there. So the first thing we have to do is roll a die and find out how many to choose. Oh, 5. Okay. So here we go. We're going to draw 5 ships. They get a submarine. They get a destroyer. They get a seaplane tender. Oh, this is going well so far. I didn't get anything to really hit me hard yet. Uh-oh. Nope, that's a destroyer. That's 4. 1 more. They get a destroyer. So it's a destroyer group, basically. Okay. I might survive this thing. Now we roll on the raid line to see where they're going to go. So we roll here. And it is a 3. And a 3 is truck. Okay. So this group is attacking truck. So we're going to put the battle group marker there, and here they come for truck. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the submarine, I do have some ships over here, so this could get deadly. Okay, I've got a couple destroyers. I got a destroyer and a transport and an LST transport. I got some aircraft right here. And then I got my ground forces and my base unit. Okay, so I moved all that over here to my display. Okay, the U.S. gets to go first, and they are going to do anti-air. So I do have aircraft that they're going to go against. So anti-air is the top right. So they don't have any on the submarine, but this destroyer and this destroyer. So they have 4 ships that have a 2. So they're going to roll 4 dice. I'm going to give them 2 reds, a white, and a black die. And they need a 1 or 2 to hit. Oh, they got a 1 and a 2 and a 6 and a 4. So they nailed both my aircraft. So I lost my aircraft at truck. Well, that's pitiful. Okay. So I don't get to do anything with my air. Now we go anti-surface. So I have a destroyer and transports, and he has all these different ships. Let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3 that take a 2 and 2 that take a 1. Okay, so let's do the 2 that need a 1 to hit. Let's see if he gets anything. 4 and a 5. No. Now he gets this, and he needs a 2 to hit. 4, 3, and yes, he got a 2. Dang it. Okay, he hits my destroyer, and so the priority there is ew, this could have been a submarine. Well, there wouldn't be a carrier. And I don't have a seaplane tender, so it would be the destroyer. So yeah, they go after the destroyer first, so it's gone. So put it over there in my refit column. Now I get to fire back with my service. I got one ship that can fire, and he needs a 1 or 2 to hit. 4, he missed. Now I get anti-submarine. I also can fire at his submarine. I need a 1 to 3 to hit. 4, no hits. Man, I can't get no hits this time. Okay, anti-ground, top left. Okay, so now they're going to fire at the ground. He has one ship that can fire at the ground targets. He needs a 1 to hit. Whew, 4, nothing. Now my ground targets firing at the ships. They are a 2, a 0, 0, 0. So I have one that needs a 2 to hit. 5, no hits. Okay, that's the end of that combat. All right, so here at truck, these guys all go back onto the base. My 2 ships to go back here. And battle marker comes off. Okay. Now we do, that was the last of the events. So now we do refit. Okay. So up here in refit, he has 1 infantry unit and 1, 2, 3 aircraft. Okay. So for the infantry unit, he needs a 1, 2, 3s eliminated permanently. 2. Okay. He's gone. He won't be coming back. All right. Now his aircraft. A 1 or 2 permanently, 3 to 4 replacement pool. 2. Oh, that's this fighter group. They're gone permanently. All right. Here comes the next one. A 1, he's gone permanently. Hey, that helps. And this P-38 group, 3, they go into the replacement pool. There's 2 for the replacement pool next time. All right, wow. So that was a quick turn, really quick. Which puts us in June. I don't see any reason not to go ahead and play this last turn, and let's see how this thing ends up. So let's do it. Let's keep going here. Okay, so we go into June, and the first thing I have to do is get my random event. Okay, let's see what we get for the Japanese. This is a tough time. All right, I'm going to get, oops, see what I got here. Operation R. Okay, so I have C and I have R. R is 1 additional G3 ground or air operation. Okay, I get 1 action point for my turn. I get 1 for truck, I still hold it, and 1 for the Victory Fever. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is spend an action point and do my naval refit. I got to see if I can get this carrier group refit. I don't know if I can or not, but I'm going to try it. And we're going to start with that one. I got to know it first. 1, 2, 3, he's out permanently. Ugh. Okay, here we go. A 1, 2, or 3, he's out permanently. 3, yep. So I don't get those victory points back. He is permanently destroyed. Now my destroyer group, he is permanently destroyed probably on a 1 or 2. Other naval, yes. So I lost him too. Okay. Yeah, that didn't go so well. All right. So the question is, what do we do next, right? I think I want to do a, what I got up here? He can only go 2. He can go 3, 4, 4, 4, and 2. Transports can't get there very fast. I could put them out there. Here's what I'm thinking is try to take Java or Sumatra. Sumatra only has a little bit there, and I could get that, and that's a victory point. I'm trying to get a victory point. He's 1, 2, 3. It's going to take me 2 moves to get there and put 1 troop on there. But I think that's the place to go. So I'm going to do 1 action point, and we're going to move. I'm going to send my Marines with this 1 transport and the rest of this force. Now the transport can only go to here. He has to stop. Well, that's as far as my fleet can go because he's moving with them. Shoot. Is that what I want to do? Now I'm thinking about this. If I do that, I move up here. It's going to take me another move to get there. And I can do a, I can't do an aircraft and amphibious. I can do aircraft and amphibious, and my ships don't do anything. So that's the big question there, right? For attacking the ground forces, they're not very strong, and that Marine unit's not real strong. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to move him up. I'm going to leave this force here. This is my last action point here, and I'm sending in my bombers to do a combined strike. Okay, so battle marker here. This goes, oops, all these ships were on that raid at Truck. I'm going to leave them right there for now. Okay, so I'll put that in there. I got 2 aircraft coming in, and then I have this guy and this guy coming in also for my amphibious assault. Okay, so I'm set up. So the first thing's anti-air. So he does get 1 shot at my anti-air, and he needs a 1 or 2 to hit. Oh, a 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's the one on the left. No. So he hits this guy right here. He knocked him down. Man, got tough here at the end of the war for me. Okay, he goes into the refit group. All right. So that's the anti-air. Now I do anti-surface naval. He gets to fire at me for anti-surface. He needs a 1 to hit, of course. 3, thank goodness. They would have hit my transport. Okay. Anti-submarine, we don't have any. Anti-ground, okay, here we come. My bomber's attacking, anti-ground. He needs a 3 to hit. So I need a 1 to 3 to hit. 5, hit it. Oh, 5, I missed. Shoot, my bomber didn't do any good. So I'm going to land my Marines here, and they're going to attack that. I need a 1 to 2 to hit. 3, nope. He's firing back at me on the ground. He needs a 1. He got a 4, no hit. Okay, so my Marines stay here on Sumatra with him, but I didn't do any good there. My bomber goes back, and my transport is still sitting there. All right. It's the last turn, so I got a C and I got an R. C is another naval operation. Now I wish I'd have brought another transport with another infantry unit in there. I thought I was going to knock them guys down. R is an air operation. So I could come bomb him, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend R and bring this bomber back down here and do a combined arms with my ground unit. Okay, so we got to roll for, see who goes first. The Japanese go first this time. So anti-air, he's firing, he needs a 1 to hit. 3. Okay, we're safe. All right. Now we do anti-surface, anti-submarine, anti-ground. Okay, here we go. I need a 1 to 3 to hit. 5. Darn, them bombers aren't doing me any good. The Marines need a 1 to 2. 6. Nothing. He's firing back at my Marines. He needs a 1 to hit. 2. No. Okay. So that didn't do any good. My bomber goes back home. All right. So that didn't work. All right. Last thing I got is a naval operation. So I'm going to send, let's see, what can I do here naval wise? I guess I could bring these guys up here, try to shell him. They just don't do very good there. Man, oh man, oh man. What do I do? The only real naval operation I got. I could try to attack Pearl Harbor, but that ain't gonna work. Those guys are there. I can't really get to them. I think let's see something here on that lateral axis. Can I move that? Excuse me. Okay, well, I was looking at coming across here, but really it doesn't have anything there but a submarine and some destroyers, and I don't think I want to get into a engagement with those guys again. Naval wise, I just don't have anything else to do here. So I think that's going to be it for my turn. So we'll go to the Allied, and these guys are going to return, do the naval return. Then we got to do reinforcement. We know we roll 2 dice. He only has 2 reinforcements, so let's see where they're going to go. So I have a British aircraft. It's a 1 on British. He goes to India. Okay. And we have a US. He gets a 6. And a 6 sends him to Pearl Harbor. So that P-38 goes back to Pearl Harbor. Okay. Now we have to draw 3 events here. These 2 both go back in there again. Okay, so he gets 3. It's going to be, first one's going to be a, sorry, get it up here. Allied surprise naval attack. Okay, great. We'll see what that's going to be. Then he's got Allied naval offensive. So his ships are going to come out this last turn, see if they can do me some more damage. And an Allied naval raid. So the whole thing's based on the naval stuff. So that's interesting. This whole game I only had the 1 ground attack really over there. And the rest of it's been kind of stagnant till just now. All right, so the first thing is Allied surprise naval attack. Roll 1 die. Here we go. Roll 1 die and randomly pick that number of Allied ships. So we'll get all our ships back in the cup again. All right. And they're going to get 6. Of course. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he's got battleship, 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 light cruiser, destroyer, and destroyer. Whew, that's a formidable force. Okay. Okay, place the units. Let's see, random pick that number from the fleet. Place all units on one space on the Allied side of the Japanese objective line. Yeah. If more than one such space exists, then use the following priorities. Okay, on one side of the Allied, place all units in one space on the Allied side of the Japanese objective line. So the Japanese objective line is the red. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could be up here, he could be down here. So there's several that he could be on. Central Pacific is the first one. So he goes here. Central Pacific. If there are no Japanese naval units on the Allied side of the Japanese, well, there are. For any combat that takes place, add +1 to the Allied tactical advantage die roll. Okay, so they're actually going to come in here at Midway, and we're going to have the big battle here at Midway, it looks like, for this one. Okay, so let's get everything. We're going to set everything up. They were in Midway, so we got to get everything over here onto the display. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've got my task force plus my submarine. Put him there, and I don't have anything for naval, so there won't be anything there. He doesn't have any carriers. He sent a battleship force over there to attack the Japanese. All right. So, here we go. So anti-air, we don't have any anti-air. So nobody's up doing the anti-air thing. Although I have carriers, they attack as part of the, they would have done it if he had aircraft, but he doesn't. Okay. Anti-surface, naval bottom right. Okay, so he gets to attack first. So he's got a 3, a 2, a 1, a 4, 4, and a 4. Okay, so let's work our way up. He needs a 1 to hit. Got a 2. Okay, this guy needs a 1 or 2 to hit. Oh, there's just one of them. 1 or 2 to hit. 6. Next guy needs a 1, 2, or 3 to hit. 5. Oh, baby. Okay, now he's got 3 ships, and they have to have a 1 to 4 to hit. These are the battleships. A 6, a 1, and a 2. Okay, so he's going to hit me, and he has naval units firing. He's going to hit destroyer first. So I lose this destroyer and this destroyer. So he took out 2 destroyers. Okay. Now it's my turn to fire. I've got a 4, a 2, and a 4, and a 0, and a 2, a 3, and a 2. And then I have my submarines a 3. All right, so we got some work to do here. So let's see what I can do. We'll start here in Task Force A. I need a 1 to 2 to hit. 4. Okay, now I have 2. They need 4s to hit. 1 to 4. 4, I hit 1. I'm going to take that battleship out. Battleship Z. He goes up there. I get 3 victory points back for that one. Okay. I think that's right. 3 for the battleships. Pretty sure that is. I'll double check. It's been a little while. Pretty sure that was right for my victory points. Yep. 3. All right. Task Force B, I have 2 ships that need a 1 to 2 to hit. They're going to fire. I got 6s. I got one ship that needs a 3 to hit. 1 to 3. 6. And my submarine, he needs a 3 to hit. 2. Hey, I got another battleship. I'm gonna take him. That's the Colorado. All right, put him out. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we go to anti-submarine, so he can fire at the submarine that I have there. He has a 1, a 2, and 2 3s. So we'll roll for the 1 first. Nope. Now it's 1 or 2. Nope. And now I get 2 that are 1 to 3. Ah, they both got him. So my submarine got knocked out. Okay. That's the end of that one. These guys will go back. They're there at midway. That's where they're going to sit up. Right here at midway. They're not doing anything else right now unless something else happens there. Alright, that's the end of the surprise attack. Now we do Allied Naval Offensive. Roll 1 die. Here we go. Pick this many ships. 6, of course. Man. 3, 4, 5, 6. Light cruiser. Submarine. Uh-oh, another submarine. Destroyer. Destroyer. Light cruiser. Okay, interesting. All right. Now we roll and determine where they're going to go on the naval offensive line. And they get a 5. And they're going to Samoa. So Samoa, gotta find Samoa. Ceylon, Indochina, Truck, Marshalls, Wake, Gilbert, Samoa. Okay, so they came down here to Samoa. Thank goodness, I don't have any ships down there, so this group is just sitting up down here, and they're not doing anything. All right. Well, that's the end of that one, and that leaves me with the raid again. So we roll for the number of ships, 2 this time. They get a destroyer, 2 destroyers. Okay, this is on the raid. We roll, and they go to number 4 on the raid, which is Rabaul. And there's nothing there at Rabaul. Okay. That's the last of his raids. Now we do refit. But first, they have a counterattack down here. So he's attacking. He can fire at the shipping, which is a 0 to 1. He needs a 1. He got a 6. And he's going to fire at my marine unit. And that's a 1. And he got him. Of course he did. It's just the way it's been going on this last couple of turns. Alright. So the last thing we got to do is refit. Okay, we're going to find out if I get to keep all my victory points that I earned that time. There's 2 battleships there, and he's going to roll. For the battleships, a 1, 2, they're eliminated. Anything else, I got to give victory points back. Okay. 1! That's 1 gone. Here comes the next one. A 1! Whoa, baby, look at that. So that final battle, I actually destroyed 2 battleship groups, and that may have made the difference. Okay, hey, that's the end. So let's see what the victory points are. See what it says. All right. Victory points. Sudden death, levels of victory. At the end of the game, the number of points determined the level of victory or defeat. A 0 to 6 would have been a defeat. A 7 to 12 would have been a draw. And a 13 or more is victory for the Japanese. And that means that I actually did better than the Japanese did in this time of the conflict. So I actually won on that last turn when it was most hopeless for me. I got enough, and I got lucky on the last 2 rolls that the Allies that actually sunk those battleships. So that's the end of this game. It's been fun. There's a lot of challenges to this game. I think I actually like it a little better than Midway Solitaire because I got to make more decisions about what I wanted to do. In Midway Solitaire, you're more reacting to what, you're the U.S. and you're reacting more to what the Japanese are doing. It's a little more random, and you know that things are going to happen at each one of the axes. Here, I chose where I wanted to participate on my battles, and then I just had to react to whatever they did. I'm sure playing it again a second time, we'd get totally different things happening. But right now, this was cool. Hey, I pulled out a victory. Okay, so that's going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed the series. It's kind of a, it's not a well-known game. I didn't know about it. I didn't even know anything about it till I received it from Kevin, one of my subscribers, which I really thank for giving me the opportunity to play this, because I noticed out on the internet there's very few videos for this. So I like having something that a lot of people haven't done videos on yet. So this is really cool. I had a good time with it. If I was sitting here playing it, it wouldn't take as long. As you can see, some of this goes pretty fast. So, and yes, there's things I would do different. I kind of left my task forces sitting there. I could have got busier with them. You really got to decide with your action points what you want to do. But overall, hey, I came out with a win, and I'm happy with that. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And we'll see what we're going to do on the next round of what game we're going to hit the table with next. I haven't decided yet. All right, have a good one, everybody, and we'll catch you later.